coding algorithm here we are going to see. So endpoint codes. The visibility test described by the simple visibility algorithm is improved further by coding the endpoint code with 4-bit coding. 4 bits are used here for coding purpose to indicate left, right, below and above, top, bottom. This was given by Dan Cohen and Evan Sutherland, but it is not the Cohen-Sutherland. Again, we are going to see afterward. This algorithm is also implemented by Cohen and Sutherland. The scheme uses a 4-bit code as shown in the figure to indicate which of the 9 regions contains the endpoints of the line. Endpoints are very important. So to indicate the endpoints of the line, the window is divided into 9 regions, and for every region the 4 bits are given here. A 4-bit code is given here. The bit is set to 1 based on the following scheme. The bit is set to 1 based on the following scheme. So see here, listen it carefully. First bit means the leftmost bit is considered as the first bit. Rightmost bit is considered as the first bit. This is our first bit, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth bit, as we use in the binary representation. Okay. So first bit, if the end point is to the left of the window, if it is 1, the end point is to the left of the window. This is our window, actual window. Then whatever on this, it is left. Whatever here, it is on the right. Whatever from above, it is above and top, and it is below, bottom. So this is our window. The remaining part is outside the window. So here the bit is set to 1 based on the scheme. First bit, if the first bit is 1, if the end point to the left of the window. So you can observe here all these are 1. Why? Because in this any region, if end point is there, then it is on the left of the window. Have you observed here? This first bit is 0. Why? Because it is on the right, not on the left. So for left, we use first bit. If it is 1, the end point is to the left of the window. Similarly, second bit is for right of the window. So you can observe here, all these second bits are 1. Why? Because the end point lies in these 3 regions, then it is on the right of the window. Third bit is for below. So here you can observe this one. Third bit. Below. It is below the bottom. Third bit indicates the end point of the line is below the window. The end point of the line is below the window, and fourth bit indicates end of the line is above the window. So it is above the top of the line. So our fourth bit is 1 here in all the 3 regions. So here in the window, otherwise the bit is 0. Means what? If it is within the window, then all bits are 0. If all bits are 0, then the end point is interior to the window. If all the bits, suppose this is the line A to B, we give here the 4-bit code. If all are 0, both, then what is this? The line is inside the window. The line is inside the window. Suppose I give here the bits like this, the line A, B, and its bits are 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 0. What it indicates that? The B point is interior to the window, inside the window, and where the A point? Here the first bit is 1 means it is to the left, correct? First bit is 1 means it is to the left, and the last bit, fourth bit is also 1 means it is above. It is left and it is above means B point is here, A point is here something. A point is here something in this region. Clear? Now see again, I am going to give you another one more example. Suppose A to B. The A code is 0 0 0 0 and the B code is 0010. So A code is 000 means it is inside the window. But B code is 0010 means second bit is 1. When the second bit is 1, when the end point is to the right of the window. So here it is. So B point is somewhere in this region. Somewhere in this region. Suppose I use another one. A, B. And B is, what it indicate? What here in the A point, second and the fourth bit is 1. Second and fourth means right and above. So right and above, where it is? Right and above. So here A point is there. And what is B point? Second and third one is 1 means right and below. Right and below means this one. So B is here somewhere. So this is the line. What is it? It is entirely outside the window. It is totally invisible. So using this code window, 4-bit code is given to each endpoint. And accordingly to that, it is decided whether the line is totally visible, invisible, outside the one or partial. If the both endpoint codes are 0, then as I have drawn here initially, if both the endpoint code is 0000, then the line is totally inside the window. It is totally visible line. It is totally visible line, not visible. So here another method, or using this bit, how to identify the line is visible or not visible. For that, the AND table, truth table is used. So AND truth table, I think all of you have studied already in discrete or in your STLD switching theory. So when both are 1, then only output of the AND gate is 1. When both are 1, input bits are 1, then only output is 1. Otherwise, the output is 0. Means if any one of the bit is 0, input bit is 0, the output is 0. For AND to be 1, all the inputs should be 1. So in that case, using this truth table of the AND, we are going to find out. Some examples are given here in this. For the first example is given of line AB. So line AB, its code is 000000. So when we AND it, when we make the ANDing of this logical AND, the output is 000. So it is totally visible. It is totally visible. Then next one example is given here, 0010, 0110. Okay. So 0, 1, all input are 1, 0, 0. So the output is 0010. So see where it is line IJ. The line IJ with 0010. IJ. This one IJ. Okay. 0010 and 0110. So when we perform the ANDing of this line, the output is 0010. Next line, again the second IJ line is given here with 1001 and 100. When we perform the ANDing, it gives this one. This is another IJ. This is the fourth. 4 lines are there. So here, these 4 lines are totally invisible. Now here for CD, it is performed. The line CD, this one. So for line CD, C as it is interior, all are 0 and D is on the right hand side. So on the right hand side means only 0010. Second bit becomes 1 as it is on the right hand side. So when we make the ANDing of this, output is 0. Now what we observe here, this line is partially visible. This line is partially visible. Similarly EF. F is entirely inside. So F is all zeros and E is on the left hand side. E is on the left. So on the left means first bit is 1. So when we make the ending, all are 0, and when we observe the line, it is partially visible. Now the next one, GH. This is GH. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 1 means on the left hand side. It is on the left hand side, and 1 means on the top. So G is on the left and H is on the top. And when we make the ending, all are 0. Similarly, KL, all are 0. KL, where it is KL? There is some mismatch with the lines. This one. Okay. So in this case, all are zeros, but it is totally invisible. Something wrong with this KL. I need to find out, because the line is not here in this. Don't consider this one. The line is not there in this one actually. Okay. So here, consider these examples. When we see all these examples, observe this totally invisible. What we observe here? If bit by bit logical AND is not equal to 0, not equal to 0, then the line is totally invisible. Not equal to 0 means here multiple forced ones may be there in this way. If bit by bit logical AND of two endpoints is not 0, then the line is totally visible, and such kind of line are rejected. When the logical AND is 0, can we say anything? No. It may be totally visible, totally invisible, or partially visible. Anything may be there. If the result is 0, total 0, then it may be totally visible. In this case, it is totally visible, AB. But in CD, it is partially visible, or it may be totally invisible. Any case may be there if the result of logical ending is 0. But if the result of logical ending is non-zero, then the line is totally visible. We can reject such kind of lines. So the algorithm is like this. One possible software implementation that does not use bit manipulation method here. P1 and P2 are the endpoints. This is the first endpoint, P1 with and P2. P1 with two coordinates x1, y1. P2 with the coordinates x2, y2. P1 and P2 are the two endpoints of the given line. XL, XR, YT, YB are the left, right, top, bottom. XL, XR, YB and YT. Left, right, top and bottom of the line, window coordinates. Then we calculate the endpoints. If x1 is less than xl, again the same, whatever we have seen in the simple visibility algorithm. If x1 is less than xl, means the fourth bit 0, 0, 0. This one 4. This one is 1. Then fourth bit, this one is 1, else it is 0. If x1 is greater than xr, if x1 is greater than xr, then in that case this bit is 1, otherwise it is 0. If y1 is less than yb, then this bit is 1, otherwise it is 0. If y1 is greater than yt, then it is up to above the top. So this bit is 1, otherwise this is 0. How to decide the bits? Using this method. Similarly, second endpoint, If x2 is less than xl, means it is on the left hand side. So this bit is 1. So for number 1, otherwise 0. If x2 is greater than xr, then this bit third one is 1, otherwise it is 0. Similarly, y2 is less than yb, then second one, this one is 1, otherwise 0. And if y2 is greater than yt, then this bit is 1, otherwise it is 0. So using this method, simply we decide the P1 and P2 endpoints, whether it is 0, whether it is 1, 4-bit code we can decide here. Now how to identify the intersection? To identify the intersection between two lines, means here window is there and such kind of line is there. So how to identify this intersection? This point, this line is only visible, this one is not visible, so need to identify this line. How to identify this? For that, the method is used, that intersection method is used, using the slope of the line. As we have seen in the 2D and 3D, we use the slope of the line. How we write the equation? With 2 points x1, y1, x2, y2. So equation of the infinite line through the point P1 and P2 is y is equal to m x minus x1 plus y1, or y is equal to x minus x2 plus y2. Either use x1, y1, or we use x2, y2. What is m? M is the slope of the line. How we identify the slope of the line? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now, using this left, right, top and bottom, we write the equation, the intersection with the window edges, how to find out this intersection. So y intersection, how we will get? According to the left, m into xl. So instead of x, what we put here? L, because we are finding the intersection to this left side. So instead of x, here we put xl minus x1 plus y1. If we want to find out the intersection, if the line is like this, the intersection is here on the right hand side. So how to identify the y value for this intersection? We are going to find out this one, x and y. So how to identify y? If it is, this is xy. How to identify the y if it intersect with the left? How to identify this y? For that, this formula is used. If this intersection is on the right hand side, xr, then how to identify the y value? xr minus x1 in this equation. Now top. If it touches this top and intersect the top, how to identify this x and y? X is 1 by m, yt minus ym. And here, how to identify x? If it crosses the bottom or intersect the bottom, x1 plus 1 by m, yb minus ym. So using these 4 equations, we can find out the intersection point x and y. We can identify the intersection point x and y. Now the example is here. We consider the window and the lines shown in the figure. For the line from P1 to P2, first we are going to find out the intersection points from here to here. So the standard window is of size 1 by 1. So here XL is equal to minus 1, YB is equal to minus 1, XL is equal to minus 1, YT is equal to plus 1, XR is equal to 1, YT is equal to 1, XR is equal to 1, YB is equal to minus 1. So using this window or using this diagram, for this we are going to find out this line. Okay, P1 and P2 line. So for that, what we need to do? First we need to find out the slope of the line. So slope of the line, the equation is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So what is y2? 3 by 2 divided minus 1 by 6. 1 by 2 minus 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 1 minute. P1 is here minus 3 by 2. Okay, it is minus 3 by 2 on the left hand side. So it is P1 minus 1 by 3 by 2 comma 1 by 6. So 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2. So the result is 2 by 3. That is slope of the line. So for this line P1 to P2, for this line from P1 to P2, we will get this slope of the line. Next, we are going to find out this intersection, this first intersection and this intersection. So start with the left. So what this line is our left line. So for this left line where it intersects at this point intersect, that we are going to find out. So for this x, what is the value of xl? Minus 1. So x is equal to minus 1 in this case. And what is the value of y? We calculate it with the equation which is we have seen previously. So the equation for this I am going to write here. For y is equal to m xl minus x1 plus y1. So what is m? 2 by 3 we have calculated. Then xl is minus 1 minus what is x1? Minus 3 by 2. So minus 3 by 2 plus y1. What is y1? 1 by 6. So using this equation, the result is 1 half. The result is 1 half. So what is this intersection point? P1 dash. P1 dash is equal to minus 1 1 half. This point minus 1 1 half. In this way, whether it touches the right hand side, that we are going to see. What every point we are going to consider. So right. So right, what is the value of xr? Xr is equal to 1. What is this? Xr is equal to 1. Sorry, it is not this point. I am little bit confused. First we calculate all the points, then I will explain. Okay. So first we calculate the left point, that is minus 1 and 1 half. Minus 1 and 1 half. Then right hand side. Right hand side, what is the value of xr? Xr is equal to 1. And how we calculate y? Using the same equation with, instead of xl, we use here xr. So y is equal to m into xr minus x1 plus y1. Plus y1. After calculation, the result y, what is the value of y? 11 by 6. Similarly, for top. Top, what is the value of yt? Y top, it is 1. Y top is equal to 1. And we calculate the x using the equation. X is equal to x1 plus 1 by m multiply with yt minus y1. The same values are put here. X1 minus 3 by 2 plus 1 by 1 divided by m, 1 divided by 2 comma 3, 2 by 3 is becomes 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 multiply with what is yt? Yt is equal to 1 minus y1, 1 by 6. So result is minus 1 by 4. Similarly, we calculate for bottom. Y is equal to minus 1 here for bottom. You can observe here. Y is equal to minus 1 for bottom. Now using the same equation here, only instead of yt, it is yb, as it is a bottom. So x is equal to x1 plus 1 divided by m, yb minus yt. So what is yb? Minus 1. So minus 1 minus 1 half 6, we will get this result minus 13 by 4. minus 13 by 4. So that are the intersection points we get with left, right, top and bottom with this line P1, P2. With this line P1, P2. Now, next we go for line P3, P4. This one, P3, P4. See, this minus 1/1/2. What it indicates? This intersection for the left. Okay. So when this line goes to the right hand side, where it touches the right here, that value this one and 11 by 6. Don't confuse with this. See, again I am explaining that this first point on the left intersection, it is minus 1/1/2, correct? And this is on the right. So when this right, we draw it like this, then it intersect the right hand side also. That point is 11 by 6. 1 on the x-axis and 11 by 6 on the y-axis. Similarly, top, this is 1 comma minus 1 by 4. 1 comma minus 1 by 4. And bottom, when this line we draw like this, here somewhere it touches. So that is y is minus 1 and x is minus 13 by 4, where it touches the bottom. When I draw the line in this way, is it clear? When it touches the left, this intersection we get. When we touches the right, this intersection we get. When it touches the top, this intersection we get. And when it touches the bottom, we get this intersection. If we extend the line. So for the line P3, P4, with P3 is equal to minus 3 by 2, minus 1. Minus 3 by 2, minus 1. And P4 is 3 by 2. This is P3, P4. Minus 3 by 2, minus 1. And P4 is minus, 3 by 2 and plus 2. Again, we need to first calculate the slope of the line, that is y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. It will get value 1. Now its calculation is simple because slope is 1. Now put the values in the equation. First start with the left for this line. Again, I write here XL. This is XL. This is YB. This is YB. This is XR. This is XR. This is YT. This is YT. Now put the values in the equation. First for left, x is equal to minus 1 for left and y is equal to, with the equation I write here again, m multiply with xl minus x1 plus y1. So m is equal to 1, xl is minus 1 minus 3 by 2 plus y1. y1 is also here minus 1. So the result is minus 1 by 2. So on the left hand side, this intersection we get, the left side. What is it? Minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. Okay. Now for the right hand side. Right hand side, x is equal to 1, xr is equal to 1. So next, y is equal to, putting the same, only instead of L we use here R, minus x1 plus y1. So we will get the result 3 by 2. So on the right hand side, this line, this one, on the right hand side, what is x is equal to 1? You can observe it is x is equal to 1 and y is 3 by 2. y is 3 by 2. Then top, y is equal to 1. For top, y is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1. Again put the value in the equation. We calculate x. It is x1 plus 1 divided by m yt minus y1. So 1 m is equal to 1. So its a calculation becomes simple. X1 is minus 3 by 2. 1 minus 1, so 1 half. So when it touches the top, when this P3 to P4, this line touches the top. Where it touches the top, intersect the top here in this window. So what is the result? X is 1 half and y is 1. Sorry, previously I have written in wrong way. So it is 1 half, x is 1 half and y is 1. And for bottom again we calculate with the equation we will get x as minus 2. So suppose I extend this line where it touches the bottom. So where it touches the bottom, suppose here it touches the bottom with minus 3 by 2 minus 1. That is the point P3, correct? As it is. It touches the bottom, minus 3 by 2 minus 1. You can observe here directly. So at bottom it touches minus 3 by 2 at x-axis and minus 1 at y-axis. So in this way we will get all the intersection of left, right, top and bottom. Now we are going to see the Cohen-Sutherland, whatever, line clipping algorithm. So from the previous discussion, what we observe here that if the slope of the line is infinity, means m is equal to, if it infinity, then I draw here window. So then line is parallel to the left and right edges. If m is equal to infinity, the slope we cannot calculate. Then in that case, the line is parallel to left or right edges. And only the top and bottom edges need to be checked. Means top and bottom edges where it intersect, that we need to be checked. Why? Because it is parallel to the left and right. So top and bottom only need to be checked. The second, if the slope is 0, the slope is 0 means the line is simple parallel to top and bottom. So in that case only the right and left. So when it intersects this right we need to calculate, and here to the left we need to calculate the intersection. So only right and left edges need to be checked for the intersection. Finally, if either endpoint code is 0, one endpoint interior is one endpoint is interior the window and only one intersection can occur. Means if two endpoints are there, line P1 and P2, and if any one of these 0, then clearly it is inside the window. We need to find out the intersection for second point. So these three observations are there. I repeating. If the slope of the line is infinity, then it is parallel to the left and right edges. So only we need to calculate the intersection at the top and bottom edges. If the slope of the line is 0, then it is parallel to the top and bottom edges, and only we need to calculate right and left intersection. And finally, if any one of the end point is 0, then that end point is inside the window, interior to the window. We need to calculate intersection for another point only. So using this logic, we are going to see how the algorithm works with example. The simple algorithm stated here, for each window edge, for the line P1, P2, determine if the line is totally visible or can be trivially rejected as invisible. If the line is totally visible, we directly draw that line. If the line is invisible, then ignore that line. If P1 is out, otherwise the line intersects, correct, to the window. Then in that case, if P1 is outside the window, suppose this is the window, and if P1 is outside the window and P2 is inside the window, then continue. Find out this intersection, make this, replace this point intersection with P1. Now it becomes the P1 and this only line we are going to draw. See once again, if point P1 is outside the window, then continue. What to continue? Replace P1 with the intersection of P1, P2. Now this intersection becomes P1 and this is our new line P1 to P2. If P1 is not outside the window, if it is inside the window and P2 is outside, then swap P1 and P2. Whatever the point, swap it for the algorithm purpose. How it, we will see it with example. Only remember that is only 3-line algorithm stated here. For the line P1, P2, if the line is totally visible, we are going to draw it. If the line is totally invisible, then reject it. Otherwise, the line is intersect the window. If P1 is outside the window, then we calculate the intersection, replace P1 with the intersection point. Otherwise, we need to swap P1 and P2. If P1 is inside and P2 is outside, swap these points. How? We will see it with example. Okay. So the same example we are going to see here. So I am going to draw here that clipping window so that you can understand it. Where to draw? Okay, I will draw it here. So this P1 and P2 line we are going to see here. Already we have calculated the left intersection, right intersection, top and bottom intersection. So for left, I write here, for left, x is equal to -1, y is equal to 1/2. For right, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 11/6. For top, x is equal to -1/2, sorry, 1/4, and y is equal to 1, that we have calculated previously. And for bottom, x is equal to -13/4 and y is equal to -1. Now start with the algorithm. Again consider the same line P1, P2 clipped against the window as in the previous diagram, or I have drawn here the diagram again. The endpoint codes are P1 -3/2, 1/6 and P2 1/2, 3/2 are 0, 0, 1 and 1, 0, 0. How it is calculated? P1, it only intersect with the left side. It only intersect with the left side and that's why this first bit becomes 1. And P2, it intersect with only top and that's why this bit becomes 1. It is for left, below, right and top. So top is equal to 1. So in that case, second line. So this is our code. How the code is generated? P1 only intersect the left line. So the first bit becomes 1. And P2 only intersect the top and that's why on the last bit, fourth bit becomes 1. The endpoint codes are not simultaneously 0. You can observe that. Whether any one of is 0? No. Means what? no one is interior to the window. No point is interior to the window. Both points are outside the window. The end points, now we are make the ending of this. So when I make the ending of this logical AND, the result is 0, 0, 0. So when the result is 0, 0, either it is totally visible, not visible, or partially visible. Any one of this is possible, correct? As the logical ending is 0. And that's why the line is either visible, either not visible, or partially visible. And for that we need to compare. So comparing the first bit of the endpoint codes, the line crosses the left edge and P1 is outside the window. The first is that this first bit is 1, means the line is crosses the left window, and that's why this becomes 1. And P1, where it is P1, it is outside the window. So if it is outside the window, then the intersection, we calculate the intersection. So already we have calculated the intersection. What is it? This one for left. Minus 1, 1 half. Minus 1, 1 half. See once again, the point P1 and P2 are there. Now this point P1 and P2, we find out the end codes. According to this end code, we make its logical ending which all equal to 0. As all equal to 0, the line is any one of these, either visible, not visible, or partial. For that, we are going to see one by one bit. So start with the first bit. Start with the first bit. So for the first bit, as it is the first bit endpoint codes, it indicates that the line crosses the left edge. Why? Because it is 1. And P1 is outside the window. As P1 is outside the window, we calculate the intersect, left intersect. What is our left intersect? That already we have calculated previously, minus 1, 1 half. So replace this P1 with this new intersection. So what is our P1? Minus 1 by 2 to 1 half. So that is our new P1. Minus 1 comma 1 half. That is our new P1. So here the second P2 remains as it is. 1 by 2, 3 by 2. Now go for the next one. The endpoints of P1 are now 0, 0, 0. Why? Because now it is interior to the window. All points are interior. P1, entire P1 is now interior to the window. So now the code is 0, 0, 0. P2 as it is 1, 0, 0. Why? Because it crosses the top. So again we make the ending of this 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. It is 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So the result of logical ending is again 0, means the line is either not visible. We cannot say whether it is visible, invisible, or partial visible. So again we need to compare the second bit. What is the second bit? 0. So that does not crosses the right edge. Skip to the bottom edge. Okay. Have you understood? This point is 0. This point is 0. Means the line is not passes. We are going for P2 now, not P1. P1 already becomes 0, 0, 0 here. So the second bit it is 0. The second bit is 0 means the line does not crosses the right edge. The second bit is 0. So the line does not crosses the right edge. Skip to the bottom edge. Now go for the bottom edge. So the endpoint code remains as it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. Again, when we make its ending, it is 0, 0, 0 again. Now compare the third bit. What is the third bit? It is 0. So as comparing the third bit is for bottom. So third bit is bottom, which is 0 means line not crosses the bottom. And that's why skip to the top edge. The last bit is for top. Now the last bit is 1. Now the last bit is 1 means what we need to do here? As the last bit is 1, here we need to find out the intersection for the top. So what is the intersection of the top? P1 is outside the window or outside, not outside the window. Here P1 is not outside, it is inside. So swap P1 and P2. I am going to give you the next PPT. Okay. So P1 is comparing the fourth bit. What is the fourth bit? 1. What it indicates that the line crosses the top edge. Line crosses the top edge. But here P1 is not outside. In our algorithm P1 is outside. But it is not. That's why what we need to do? First we need to swap P1 and P2. So in this case, when we swap P1 and P2, the P1 becomes, previously what is P1? Minus 1 by 2, and P2 is 1 by 2, 3 by 2. So when we swap it, P1 becomes 1 by 2, 3 by 2, and P2 becomes minus 1, 1 by 2. Okay, so here we swap. Now this is our P1, this is our P2. The intersection with the top already we have calculated. What is it? X is equal to minus 1 by 4 and y is equal to 1. That is our new point of the intersection. Minus 1 by 4, this one. Minus 1 by 4, comma 1. Then replace P1 with this new intersection. So what is our P1 now? Minus 1 by 4, 1, and P2 as it is minus 1 by 1, comma 1 by 2. After this, the endpoint code becomes 0, 0, 0, 0. This is our line now. All the endpoints are inside, and that's why it is 0, 0, 0, and the line is now totally visible. And the procedure is complete here. So the last intersection is in this way we will get. This line only we will get in this way with that intersection. So this is one example I have shown here for the line clipping algorithm. Sir, we have seen the one example. Now we are going to see the another example with 2 points are given here. Point P1 with 70, 20 as a x and y coordinates, and point P2 as a 110 as a x and y coordinates. So with that, P1, P2 is the points of end points of the line. Along with that, another thing given in the example that lower left corner of the window, that is 50, 10, and upper right corner of the window, that is 80, 40. So first I am going to draw here the window. What is given here? The lower left corner is 50, 10, and upper right corner is 80, 40. So as it is there, 80, 40 and 50, 10. So in this way, what this upper left corner, it is XL as it is 50, and top Y top is 40. So it is 40, 50, 40. And the lower right corner, the right is 80, and what is bottom? 10. So that is our window. Not necessary to give all the points. If you have given any 2 points, diagonal points, you can draw the remaining window. You can draw the remaining window. Now we are going to draw a line in this window. The first point P1 is of 70, 20 coordinates. So 70, 20. So 20, 10. I can say here somewhere, not exactly. P1 with 70, 20. And the second one is 110. 110 means here something I draw here, P2 point 110 at the bottom. So that is our line P1 to P2. Now using this window and using this line, first I am going to write here the values of XL, XR, Y, T and YB. YT and YB. So here the XL value is 50 for this window, XR value is 80 for this window, then Y top is at 40 and Y bottom is at 10. So here we get the values of XL, XR, YT and YB. Now the next step after this, we are going to find out the 4-bit code for point P1 and point P2. So the 4-bit code. First we are going to find it for P1 and then we will find out for P2. So see, the first for 4-bit code for P1 is 000. Why it is? Because it is interior to the polygon. The point P1 is interior to polygon. Now, what is the code for P2? The first bit indicates for left. So whether it intersect the left one? No. So it is 0. The second one, when from P1 to P2, where it intersect? The second bit is for right. So whether it intersect the right? Yes, it intersect the right and that's why it is 1. Whether it intersect the top? No. Whether it intersect the bottom? No. Why? Because it is 10, means it touches only the bottom, not intersect the bottom. It touches only the bottom, not intersect the bottom. And that's why the code for P2 is 0010, only it touches the right side of the window. So it intersects to right of window. So that 2-bit codes we can find here with the help of left, right, top and bottom intersect. Now we are going to find out the logical AND of this bit code. Zero, 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 0010. When we make its logical ending, it is 0000. So according to this, either it is visible, the line is totally visible, either it is not visible, or either it is partially visible. Here it is partially visible. Here it is partially visible. As this line is partially visible, among that we know that point P1 is interior to the window. We know that point P1 is interior to the window. So we have to find the intersection for P2 and we call that intersection as P2 dash you can call, or you can call it as a P3, anyone. Now this intersection we have to find out. So point P1, I write here, point P1 is interior point P1 is interior to window. So we have to find point of intersection I call it as a P2 dash with respect to point P2. With respect to point P2. Means we need to identify this intersection. For that, first we need to calculate the slope according to this. So So according to this, first we need to identify the slope, and then these four equations are there. But among these, all the four equations are not required. We are going to use only this equation because we know that according the point of code is, the bit code is 0010. Means the left is 0, top is 0, bottom is 0. So not necessary to calculate these values. Only the right, it intersect the right of the window. So we are going to use only this equation and calculate where it intersect XR and the value of Y. Using this simple way, we are going to find. Now see. First we calculate the slope. First we calculate slope. M is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. What is our y2? 10 minus 20 divided by 100 minus 70, which is minus 10 divided by 30, means minus 1 by 3 is our slope. And as I told that, not necessary to see the equation for left, top and bottom, because the bit code for this all are 0. Only we are going to consider for right. And I write here first equation for intersection at right. X is equal to XR, as it the intersection to the right side, correct? So here XR, what is XR? 80. And next, the calculate the value for Y. The equation is M XR minus X1 plus Y1, which is equal to minus 1 by 3. XR is 80 minus X1. X1 is 70 plus Y1 20. Now try to simplify this equation. Minus 10 divided by 3 plus 20, and which is equal to 50 divided by 3, 16.667, whatever, 16.667. So Y is equal to this value and X is equal to 80. What is Y is equal to? This one, and X is equal to 80. Where it is? At this intersection. So this P2 dash, what it is? P2 dash. X is equal to 80 and Y is equal to 16 point. I write here. So the clipped line here, point of intersection. This is our point of intersection. P2 dash, that is our point of intersection. P2 dash. So the clipped line is P1 as it is, correct? P1 is as it is. Why? Because it is interior. We are not going to calculate any other things for P1. It is, and then new intersection P2 dash 80, 16.667. So that line is only going to consider, and the remaining line is clipped or rejected. In this way, any point, any number of lines are given there and the window size is given, we can calculate the point of intersection for all these lines. That is simple example.